there's been a lot of growth. I'm not even gonna lie, there's been a lot of growth. But I honestly think that just comes from like life experiences and stuff like that. You know, when I was younger, I got a different perspective of like how I view things. I've always felt a bit older than my actual age though. So I kind of always get like an outside standpoint. Like I like to be the guy at the party who is living in the moment, but at the same time, I like to witness absolutely everything that's going on. Because like when you realize that everything is much bigger than who you are as a person, and you realize that everything is really about everybody that's around you and stuff like that, and how it kind of affects you, then it seeps through your music. You know, it's not just you who feels your music. It's not just therapeutic for you. It's therapeutic for everybody else that's inside of the room too. Because it's related to all of them. You know, because we're all kind of like related to each other in a sense. You know, all of our stories that kind of like intertwine with each other, and so. And me, like, knowing that, I kind of, like, have that same approach in, like, my newer music. You know, I also, like, learned, like, little keen things and stuff like that like, when you hear, you react a different type of way. Like, the way that your senses, your sensories, you know, and all the other extra, the science behind music, I guess. I started to learn more about the science behind the music in order to, like, amplify my creative side, if that makes sense, I guess. So it's not just like all words for me, you know. A lot of that shit is actual like feeling. I like to play off like emotion. I like to say certain things that I know is gonna get like a turn out of you. And the stories have gotten bigger, you know. I started to move around a lot. You know, some people have come into my life, some people have left my life. So it's just a lot of new learned experiences that I have. You guys definitely are gonna hear that. You know, it's only been about 2 songs. Out since like, you know, my reappearance, I guess, if that makes sense. But Get Well Soon is definitely like if As Above, So Below is kind of like a picture of who I am in my creative standpoint, but it's like, it's kind of outdated, I guess, if that makes sense, because you guys are getting this music almost like 7-8 months late. So it's like a picture of my creative standpoint. Get Well Soon would be like a pat on the head in comparison to like the EP. So when you guys hear the album, you guys were there, I'm already knowing. It's gonna be crazy. I love this shit in all aspects, man. In all aspects, you know, I fell in love with the mixing. I fell in love with the producing of it. I fell in love with the writing of it. So like, you know, in a small sense, I just want to have my hands in all places, like, you know. But that's what the team is for. That's what the team is for. Because even though you want to do absolutely everything, you can't. You know, I know what places, and I'm like super specialized. Yeah, that's my right. You know, I got Guru on the motherfucking mix and the mastering. That's his specialized point. He smoke that shit every time, so I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. He smoke that shit every time. You know, I got V Spence on the production. He smoked that shit too. So like, you know, I got Cheech as like the simulator. He like the head to the motherfucking machine. So like, you know, we put us all together, man. Some amazing stuff that comes out. Some amazing stuff.
What I seen in them is just let them fly. You know, like I let them fly. Like when I first got the music, you know, my first thing to him was, man, listen, all right, who you signed to? What paperwork you put your name on? And he like, nobody. All right, well, send me 2 more records and let me make sure I'm not tripping. He sent me 2 more records, and the next thing he know, he was on a flight to New York. So I just let him fly, man. The creative side, he got it. Like the artist side, he got it. I just try to, you know, correct them on the path. Like, you know, you know, it's like what Kanye say, no one man should have all that power. So it's like he got it artistically, but to navigate through this industry and to navigate through, you know, the snakes and the serpents in the game, man, these interviews, and you know how it be, man, you get with certain things. So that's what I'm there for, to be the big brother, you know, to watch his back for him. The same way it was done for me.
Oh, yeah, facts, yeah.
See, I don't play, man. I'm still I still an artist at heart. If you ain't 10 minutes early, you 10 minutes late, dog. Straight up. You know what I mean? So that's like one of the biggest tips that I can give anybody in any form of business you're doing. If you ain't 10 minutes early, you 10 minutes late. Especially when the person you meeting with cutting the check, they don't want to wait. And then the next thing I got told Huey, he know this. Checks don't get cut at night, baby. You gotta wake up in the morning.
Thanks.
The check writers is asleep
Them
at 6
them
o'clock.
offices
They
close
left the
at 5.
office. Yeah, they left. You gotta wait till tomorrow now to get that check. You want that check, you better get up early. It's like they say, early bird get the worm. So my advice to anybody is sleep when you're dead, because you'll get enough of it.